Okay, cool.
GM, everyone. How's everyone doing? We are seeing already a lot of people over here. It's nice. So, hello everyone. My name is Megabyte and I'm for Developer DAO. Welcome to the Developer DAO Workshop 20. And we organize these workshops weekly on the weekly basis. You can check out the rest of the workshops in the Developer DAO playlist. So yeah, today we have Nico from Streamr Network. He's Gabriel over there, and today he will be teaching us, introducing us, how to send and receive real-time data via Streamr's decentralized P2P network. Nico, it would be better if you give your introduction once to the whole audience. Yeah.
For sure. Sure. Can you guys see me properly? I'm just assuming yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys doing? I'm Nico. I'm the developer relations engineer for Streamr. And yeah, I think it's best to kind of dive into Streamr with the slides, I reckon. And I'll just kind of explain a little bit about the project, what we do, why Streamr is so special and why it's a very cool project, and then kind of show you guys how you can integrate our technology. And then we're going to dive into the hackathon specifications, like, okay, what are the requirements? How can you kind of join the Developer DAO mini hackathon? I think is actually the first mini hackathon we're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, really cool stuff. And if you want, I can just kind of dive in to the presentation. I just kind of need to share my screen.
Yeah. Yep, that would be good. And thank you for giving the glimpse of it. Like, this workshop is really going to be exciting. So, say at the last, we will be organizing the first Developer DAO mini hackathon. And there are some awesome prizes. And it's completely based on this workshop. So, you just need to watch this workshop and can participate in it. So, yep, your screen is there.
Awesome. I'm not able to see the chat anymore, and I'm not able to see you or like whatever is happening. I just see my slides. In case anything comes up, just kind of let me know. Okay, yeah, Streamr.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries regarding that.
Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, Streamr, decentralized real-time data network. Let's dive in. So what is Streamr? Streamr is a decentralized P2P network, and it has a topic-based publish-subscribe system. You can stream data to any Ethereum accounts in real time. So what all that means, I'm going to explain in the next slide. So if you haven't heard of P2P or PubSub or like all these like fancy words, don't worry. We're going to dive into that in the next slides and kind of explain, okay, what actually is this and why is it so cool? So again, PubSub, Streamr, all these things. I don't know. Have you guys heard of PubSub? Like, has anyone heard of it? Just like kind of write in the chat. I'm just gonna like peek very quickly. Hang on. I can't. Oh no, never mind. I can't see it. But has anyone written that? Because I can't see. I'm assuming no. Okay, well.
I don't know about this, but I haven't heard about it.
Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to explain. So for anyone that has heard of PubSub, in general, you can kind of think of streams as the equivalent of a topic, right? And for everyone else that hasn't heard of PubSub, don't worry, you don't really have to understand it on a very deep level. But basically, what you can think of it is like a list, right? So you kind of have a list, and you have publishers and subscribers, and you have the publishers that write entries onto that list, and then you have subscribers, and they read from that list, right? So in this example here, we have this weather station, and we have an application. Let's say it's like a weather forecast app or something like that, or a weather dashboard, I don't know, whatever, right? It displays weather data. And then you have these weather stations, and they are publishers. So they are sending messages to this stream, to this list or to this topic, whatever floats your boat, right? Whatever you want to think of it. And this list kind of grows over time, and the subscriber can read from that list. He subscribes to that list or to that stream, and consumes the data, and then showcases it on this dashboard, on this weather dashboard, right? So this is great for like IoT stuff, or like end-to-end communication, and more about that later. But this is kind of what a stream is in a nutshell, and kind of, streamer is where the name comes from. So let's look into one example. Hang on, why can I not? Okay, there we go. Example stream. So here you can see this list I explained earlier, right, where it kind of grows over time. Here we have the Ethereum 2.0 burn stats published by Ultrasound Money I think every minute in that case. So every minute, Ultrasound Money publishes a JSON object which displays the Ethereum 2.0 burn stats, and then anyone can just kind of subscribe to the stream and read from it, right? Because this specific stream is a public stream, anyone can read it and kind of listen what they publish to the network. So this is this kind of real-time aspect to it, right? So they publish data over time, every minute in that case. But it could also happen in like every second, every 2 seconds, or like whatever you want, right? It could be every day, every year. But yeah, real time is kind of the use case we're going for at the moment. Anyway, data transport with our decentralized P2P. So how does it actually work? Let's say, so P2P, for the people that don't know, it's peer-to-peer basically. So kind of, let's say, phone-to-phone communication, for example, or node-to-node communication. Instead of like going over AWS, you kind of go to the devices directly, right? So in this case, let's say this is a chat room with 30 participants. We have 30 nodes. All these 30 nodes that you can see here, let's just assume they're all browser tabs where there is a chat app open that uses Streamr in the background, right? So behind the screen, they kind of form this topology, or this Streamr network topology, where all these networks all these phones kind of connect to each other, right? They have 4 neighbor nodes, so they're connected with 4 other devices, and the next device is connected to another 4 device, and to another 4 devices, and so on and so forth. And then data flows through these devices and through this group chat stream. So whenever someone publishes a message, it goes into the stream and it gets distributed to all of these nodes. And then all of these nodes are also subscribers, so they can listen to what is written in this group chat, right? So that kind of in a nutshell, what Streamr is and what it does, what P2P is. And I don't want to go too deep into this because I don't want to bore you, but it's really cool stuff. And we do this because we have around 5,000. I think at this point we actually have over 6,000 nodes, and not all of these nodes are all connected to each other on this data transport layer, because obviously we don't want, in this group chat, for example, anyone to kind of just read your data, or like we also don't want the whole network to get flooded with messages over messages that don't interest you, right? So this is kind of why we specifically just kind of go for this little image of, okay, these are stream specific nodes, and they are kind of in this network. Anyway, I don't want to bore you with this too much, so I'm just going to go into, okay, does this scale? We did a test with 80,000 nodes in one stream. So kind of think of it, okay, 80,000 participants in one chat room, with just a mean propagation delay of around 400 milliseconds. So does it scale? Yes, it does scale. It's pretty cool. We only have 6,000 nodes right now, so this was like a pretty big test that we did there. And yeah, it worked out pretty well. So yeah, properties: we're fast, real-time, we're scalable, we're permissionless and censorship resistant, tamper-proof, and we have end-to-end encryption, and we are completely free to use, right? So yeah. Okay, I want to just briefly go into the access control and security, because obviously if we use this chat example, you don't want just everyone to kind of read your stream. And so far, I just kind of talked about this peer-to-peer network, but we're not a blockchain, right? We're using the blockchain, but we like Streamr network itself is not a blockchain. There's no consensus mechanism or anything like that. So what we use the blockchain for, specifically Polygon chain, is access control. So we have the smart contract, which is a stream registry, and then you have like all these streams registered in a smart contract, basically. And then you, as the owner of the stream, you can kind of say, okay, this Ethereum address can read from my stream, and this Ethereum address can publish messages to this stream, right? So you can kind of say, okay, who can publish, who can subscribe within the stream? So who can join my group chat and who can't, right? This is what we do with the Polygon chain with the smart contract. We kind of see, okay, who can read it, who can decrypt the data, because everything is end-to-end encrypted, and you need the key to decrypt it. And to get access to that key, you need to authenticate yourself via the smart contract. Yeah, so again, off-chain P2P data channels, on-chain access control, Ethereum-based cryptography and identity. Okay, now that's all out of the way. That was Streamr, very quickly explained. Now, how can you build with us? So there are two strategies to kind of interface with this network and to join this Streamr topology. I showed you earlier this image with the 30 nodes. So basically, you have something like this light node. So you're literally running a Streamr node within your Chrome extension, for example, or your website, your web app, your React Native app, your Node.js script, whatever. Like within that, you kind of become part of the network. There's another way, which is a broker node, which is basically like an HTTP or WebSocket or an MQTT. But essentially, you also kind of, this broker node also becomes part of the network. And that is more for like, okay, IoT devices, right? You want to send data from your fridge to the Streamr network, or through the Streamr network to get to another fridge or something like that. There's some use cases for that. But yeah, if you want to build a React app, for example, you can just kind of use the light node. And you don't need to know how this works, because we have a Streamr client. So you can just kind of npm install Streamr client, and then you can already forget about what is a light node, what is all of that. I don't really care, Nico. I just want the Streamr client, and it does basically everything for you. And how it does it, I will show you here. So basically, in this JavaScript script right here, you kind of create. Can you see my mouse, by the way? Can you see it?
Actually, no.
Oh, okay. Never mind. In line 2, you can see Streamr clients, basically initialization, very straightforward. And then in line 3, you kind of define this Streamr const where you add a private key, right? Because you sign every message that you send to the Streamr network with your private key. That private key, don't worry, I know in a React app, you kind of don't want to have your private key exposed in the app. You can also use a wallet. I'll show you that later. Anyway, you kind of have to sign every message that you send to the Streamr network, because you need to authenticate yourself, right? This is a message sent by this address. So then another node can then check, oh yes, this indeed is someone that is allowed to send messages or read messages or whatever, right? So this is for authentication mostly. And then the next one, streamr.publish, kind of does what it says. You publish messages, and this mydomain.eth/test is the name of the stream, basically, right? It's the topic. You kind of say, okay, this is where the message should go to. This is the stream topology this message should get published to. And then you just pass a JSON object of your desire, right? In this case, it's hello world, of course. And then the next one, line 15, streamer.subscribe. It should be pretty straightforward at this point. You get a callback with a message, and whenever you get a message or whenever someone publishes something in this group chat I mentioned earlier, right, you receive it and you can do whatever you want. You can console log it, you can change the state in your app, like whatever you want, right? Yeah, and in React, for example, here you can just kind of, instead of here where you have the private key in line 4, 5, and 6 for the Streamer client, you can also request the user to add his Metamask account. So you just kind of pass the provider to the Streamer client, and then the user will have to manually sign the messages himself, right, or herself. So yeah, that's what's happening here. And then we have the broker node. I'm not going to go in too deep into this, but if you want to build like an IoT use case within the next 3 days, let me know or let our team know, and we will help you with this, or pause the video. And then Streamer Git, we have a Streamer Git. It's github.com/streamer-dev, and there you can find some examples and some network and our network monorepo, basically. Another very interesting resource is, of course, the Streamer docs. So this is going to be like you go to resource if you want to actually program with us or hack with us, because there's some quick starts, there's some usage, like everything explained way more extensively than what I did here. And I just want to show you guys, it's not going to take 15 to 20 minutes. It's actually going to be quicker than that. I'm just going to show you quickly how you can actually create a stream with the Streamer network, and then how you can integrate with it. Yeah, so let's, that was enough theory. Now let's get into the cool stuff. So we have a website. I know, who would have thought? Okay, so what you can do here is you can go into use core up here in the right top corner. And what you can do here is then log in with your MetaMask. I'm skipping this step because I'm already logged in. But basically you go in with your MetaMask, and then you will be here on this page, and you can create a stream up here, right? Because you will be in the streams tab already. So what you can do is you create a stream, and you give this a really cool name. So developer, okay, we're going to do this. And then you can create a stream, and then you have to sign a transaction, because I told you, right, we're gonna oh, this is using the wrong account? Let's try. Basically what's happening here is we are signing a transaction right now. Why are we signing a transaction? Because we are now writing to the stream registry, to the smart contract, where we can say, okay, hello, I have a new stream that I want to register. This is the name of it. Can I please, create this stream, basically. And yes, stream created successfully. So we have this cool stream now, very cool path name. And then what you can do up here is share it with people. So here you add a user ID. So in that case, this would, for example, be an Ethereum account. You can, I'm not sure if you can add ENS accounts. Worth a try, I guess. But basically what you can do here is say, okay, who has access, which address has access to my stream. You can also do this programmatically, of course. It's not just UI stuff. This is just, in case you want to do that. Or you can just set your stream to public, and then anyone who has this API link can, and this is the API link right here, domain and path name, can read your stream. Okay, so yeah, cool. Now let's go into code. How would that look in code? There we go. There we go. So what we have here is I'm going to close this real quick because I don't want to expose any private keys right now. So what's happening here is a Node.js script, and basically I added a stream ID over here. So I already kind of went over this. So there's a stream ID we have right here, right? This is this topic, this is the name of the stream. So the program knows, okay, I need to send it to this specific list or stream or topic or whatever you want to call it. And then you have the Streamr client, which I configured right here. And this is all just a script. And what this does in this specific case is kind of just, pushes some or publishes some mock data, some Bitcoin price, a very nice Bitcoin price. It was good times. And yeah, every I think 5 seconds, there you go, right? So this is what's happening in the script. This is all it does, right? It just every 5 seconds, it publishes data. Okay, I can't see my console because of this. Oh, there we go. Node publish data.js. Yes, that looks good. Okay, so all it does right now is starting to publish to this stream. It's now publishing to Eve Denver stream, but it's fine. You get the idea, I think. So it publishes the Bitcoin price. So now we want to consume that Bitcoin price, right? We are like, let's say, an application that needs this Bitcoin price and wants to display it somehow. So this would be our React app. And in our React app, we have a state, we have the Bitcoin price up here, we have a private key, which could also be just a Metamask account. If you say, in the Streamr client, you say instead of private key, you say Ethereum, and then you just kind of add the provider. And then you have the same stream ID. It's important it's the same stream ID. And then you can subscribe to this stream ID right here. You can get this message. And then basically all I do is set the Bitcoin price to the state and then just pass it to the widget. I believe this React app is already running, so we don't need to go in there. And now if I click this button over here, it will start subscribing. So let's click it and hope it works. Okay, it connected. And there we go. So we kind of get all the historic messages. You can ignore that. And then basically what's happening here is we get every second, we get a new Bitcoin price. How cool is that? So proves it works. Very cool stuff. And now we get the Bitcoin price in a completely decentralized manner. No centralized instances needed. Really cool stuff. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. Wow, I talked a lot. Am I still online or? Wait, yes, it does look good. Cool. Yeah, right. Let's continue. I just want to show you two use cases, and then I'm gonna leave you alone. So the one use case we have is, for example, this chat app that we built. So each chat room you can see here is basically one stream, right? Because you need to control the access per stream, and then you can like add users to the stream, you invite people into your stream, and then it's all Ethereum to Ethereum account, and basically browser to browser, right? It's using WebRTC in the background. So it's completely decentralized. There's no AWS or anything in between. It's pretty cool stuff because everyone and their mom has a chat app right now, but not as decentralized as this. I can assure you that. So this is really cool. Trust me, bro. Okay. Now, we have another thing. This is EveWatch, right? And EveWatch is a really cool app, fairly new, developed by our CEO over the Christmas holidays, I believe. And what's happening here is that you have these Ethereum nodes, right? Or these WebRTC, these RPCs, where you read blockchain data from, right? So you have all these dApps, and they listen to this node and consume contract data, right? They just kind of want to know, okay, what kind of data is happening on my contract, and display it. So what EveWatch is doing, it has these EveWatch nodes or seed nodes, and they are listening to the Ethereum nodes, and then they're distributed over all these dApps, right? So this is what EveWatch is doing in a nutshell. I hope I explained this well, because I don't think I did. But there is a EveWatch.live website where there's information about this, and way better explained than what I did right now. So if you want, just have a look. And this is really, really cool, by the way. It's really cool. I didn't explain it well, but it's really cool. Check it out and read a little bit about it. And if you have some feedback for our CEO, you can contact him via Twitter. The DMs will be open, and then you can kind of, chat with him, or like say, hey, this is good, this is bad, or whatever. If you're keen on like kind of working or helping improving this project, it's really cool. I hope I said that often enough. Anyway, project ideas. Group chat on Lens is a really cool thing that you could build for the hackathon. Another thing would be a decentralized real-time wallet-to-wallet communication. So that's basically group chat on Lens, but like different. So like whatever you kind of want to build, you can. Wallet-to-wallet communication always works very well. Instant messaging, event-driven notifications is pretty cool. So let's take the Lens example again. Let's say you want to build an app where you want let's say we have Lenster, right? And you want to click like. You need to notify now all the other people that, or like, let's say the owner of the post, you want to notify him, okay, someone pressed like. You could do that with Streamr, right? You click like, publish, and then someone else is subscribing to the data. Oh, cool, someone liked, right? So this is something you could build. IoT connectivity, so anything IoT related, climate data sharing, pretty cool stuff. I don't know if you can do that. If you can pull that up in 3 days, I would be pretty impressed, but maybe you find a cool project. Multiplayer gaming, right? It's all real time, so it works pretty well. Do keep in mind that we have like something under a third of a second of a latency. So, if you have if you want to build a shooter in 3 days, beware of that. If you just want to build a chess game, you'll probably be fine. And then build a data DAO to monetize or pay to access crowdsourced data streams, that sort of stuff. If you're into that, like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with data unions, but if you are, you probably know what this means, hopefully. If not, it's going to be a tough thing for 3 days, probably. Okay, yeah, cool. That was it. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? We're gonna go into the details of the hackathon in a minute. I'm gonna stop sharing just for a second.
Yeah. Thanks for the awesome presentation, Nico. Like, we do have one question, I guess one or two. So let's start it with Jar, and the first one is over here.
Oh, this is a great question. Okay.
It should be
Is Streamr node needed to be adjacent to the data source? So, well, your device becomes the Streamr node, right? So yes, it's completely decentralized. It's like the node runs on your device, right? So like there's no way it can be more decentralized. So I guess the technology is from Streamr, but it's not like you're connecting to any external node or something like that. So this is kind of, I hope this answers the question. So yes, definitely decentralized. It's your phone. And then your phone communicates with another phone, or like another, I should say browser window, and not really phone, like browser tab, right? So you react, that becomes the node.
Yeah, and there's one more question. Yeah, from him only.
From is it the
Yeah,
same?
from
Same
Jad.
question? Okay.
If I
If I
want to
want to
stream,
stream
yeah,
telemetry from a set of devices behind a firewall, do I need a GUI to so basically the Streamr client takes care of all of this. So no, you don't you should be fine. I think the firewall should, like, we have things in place that kind of avoid this problem with the firewall. But maybe if you could tell me more about this project on Telegram. Oh, I forgot to show the Telegram handles. I just post them in the comments. Can I post them in the comments? I don't think I have a chat window right now. Oh yeah, perfect. If you want to
yeah,
send me
you
that.
can just
So this is my Telegram handle as well. So if you just want to kind of send me your use case, maybe that is a bit clearer then.
yeah, and we got one more question over here from Aditya.
How do we control the resource allocation to the SDK? I'm not sure if I understand the question. The resource allocation. Could you maybe elaborate a little bit? So,
Aditya, would you like to elaborate as in hardware usage? He's saying.
Okay. It's pretty lightweight, so it's not like it's going to consume a lot on your device. So if you want to run it on a like a Raspberry Pi or something, it would be fine, right? It's not like it's going to take a lot of resources from you. So yeah, it's not very big.
All right, all right. And yeah, we got one more question from Chris. Yeah.
When you mention IoT devices, you mean only write data to the Streamr network. So you write data to your own little Streamr network within the Streamr network, right? So you have these, if you remember this slide with the 30 nodes, it's like, let's say you just have 5 devices in your home that you want to communicate with each other. Then yes, you would write to the Streamr network, but kind of indirectly because you work within your nodes, right? So only the nodes communicate with each other and can read the data because you authenticate the permissions, or sorry, you set the permissions.
All right. Okay. So I guess that's it from the question. Like Aditya got one more question over here. I guess it's a question of follow-up of it. The amount of RAM and processing power that is allowed to it.
Yeah. So I think this is related to
As
the
in
other.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah. Is there anything else left from your side, Nico?
No,
Then else
let's
we
just
can start it with the workshop, like the hackathon.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and mute myself. And if I can't speak again, I'm just gonna say thank you guys for having me, and I wish you good luck with the hackathon. If you need any help or advice or anything for the hackathon, please do reach out to me. It's very late here. It's like 1 o'clock right now, 1 a.m. But Matthew Fontana, he will be available for any questions that are like directly now that you have, and later in like about 8 hours when I'm awake, I'm gonna answer any questions for you guys as well. So yeah, just leave them in the Discord. I'm sure you will give more information anyway in a minute. So I'm gonna just mute myself. Thanks, guys, for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. And yep, so it's time for the mini hack, like first ever mini hack by Didi with Streamr network. And let me just share my screen to you guys, and we are good to go then. So, Brave, mini hack by Didi. Yep. So hello everyone. We are presenting you the first mini hack by Didi with the Streamr network. So it will be starting from right now with the duration of 3 days, and the price pool is total of $3,200 plus 1,000 code tokens. So let me describe you like how this price pool is divided and what you are required to do. Right. So the first thing is like for the Streamr grand prize of $3,000, it will be for the best project submission. You guys, for that, you need to have an innovative idea, have a good technical implementation of it, and a good readme in your repo. Let me put out a Notion doc for you guys comments. You can check it out and read it more over there. Yeah. So it's in the comments now. Yeah. And then we move to the DD prizes. These DD prizes are sponsored from Billy, and first prize is for the best Streamr starter kit. Like you have to write the starter code for the Streamr, and if you are a developer member, then you will be getting 100 USDC, and if you are not a developer member, then you will be getting 500 code tokens. And 500 code tokens means like you can use them for getting into the developer DAO. That's really cool place. So the next submission is for the best technical blog. It's the same, but the price scheme is same: $100 for USD for DD members and 500 code tokens for non-DD members. We have some awesome judges, like Nico will be judging for the project and the technical implementation of that. And for the technical blog, we have Kay from our developer DAO, in-house editor. Like he will be guiding you and doing this judging part over there. So yeah, buckle up and start deep diving into Streamr and start building. That's it. So
awesome.
When you start building, there's one thing which is really need to be considered. The thing is like how to do the summation. The summation which we are going to do is through the deform app. And let me show you my another screen. You guys can understand like how we are going to use that. So yep. I have put out the link in the comments for the deform app for your submissions at the end. Yeah. So this is the deform app. You are required to connect a wallet. This is for giving you the prizes, just for the prizes, nothing more than that, and definitely for popes, right? You will be receiving pope for participant, and the winner will be receiving a different pope. So just sign in with the wallet, and there's nothing more than that for it. Let me sign in. Whew. Yep. 1, 2, come on, Metamask. Yep. We are signed in. Now write your name as we require it. Select whether you are a DD member or not. If yes, good. If not yet, then you can be. Just do the great submission. So the first link is for the GitHub project link for the Streamr Grand Prize project. Like you have to enter the GitHub link of that particular project only, nothing more than that over here. Then we have the second link for GitHub only for the starter kit project. Put out your Streamr starter kit project over here. These both are optional. You can do any of them. And the third one is for the technical blog link. Put out your published blogs link over here, Streamr technical blog. Now, if you like we would love to get some get the word out of it about your submissions. Just click on this link over here. Let me share this app. You will be redirected to your Twitter account. Let's just wait for it loading. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, you will be redirected to your Twitter account. All thing is clear already over here. You just have to tweet it, and when you tweet it, just copy and paste your tweet link in the default. Nothing more than that. Now, after that, if you want, you can connect your Discord and Twitter with us. So as soon as you win the prizes, we can connect with you over there. So yeah, that's it for the submissions. I hope you all got everything clear. If you have any doubts, just put it out in the comments. I will be responding them. We'll put out all the links in the description of YouTube channel. And yeah, that's it from my side. I guess yeah. So Nico, do you have anything else to say or any suggestions for the devs and for the writers for this ongoing mini hack?
Just good luck. And yeah, make sure that you
Yeah.
check the README requirements. It's kind of it makes it much easier to kind of see, okay, where is the project implemented and why is it implemented at that specific spot. So yeah, if you kind of just want to make my life easier, then you could just kind of
Yeah.
add
That
this
would be good.
little bit, but crucial information to your code base, and then that will help a lot. But yeah, apart from that, awesome. Yes.
All right. All right.
On the Streamr Discord. So if you join the Streamr Discord, I think there is this Notion link, and in the Notion link, there will be a link to the Streamr Discord.
Yeah, let me share that once. Would be easy for you.
Because I don't know why, but I don't have access to the chat right now. Like I can't write anything. But that's fine.
So what I'm looking for, you got all the details over here, and you can join the Streamr Discord from. I guess we should have it. Yeah, over here.
There it is. Yeah. So if you join the Streamr Discord, there will be most likely someone that can help you. So there is the dev channel. So it's yeah, there you go. It's actually there, dev. So to develop a channel in the Streamr Discord will help you the most likely, because first of all, you have the community there, and second of all, our team will be looking at that channel very closely. I told them they are in Europe though, so for them it's evening as well right now, so it's getting late there too. So yeah, you probably have like 4 more hours of support, and then after that they will probably go to sleep as well. And then I will take over 4 hours later from that. So in 8 hours you will have me back.
Yeah, and almost roughly 8 hours we will have Nico back in the Discord and Telegram. So yep. So everyone just start building and do great submissions. Right?
Yeah, I'm excited. Looking forward to see some cool projects, hopefully.
Same over here. So yeah, that's it from my end, and thank you everyone for joining in. Do check out Developer DAO's YouTube channel. We have several different workshops held before, and you can check out other playlists for Dev and Tell, and there are many more, right? So just do subscribe it and keep building. So yeah, see you all soon.
Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.